Today, I'm debunking the 3 biggest myths about your legal career. By the end of this video, you're going to have a whole new perspective on what's possible for you and your career. Welcome back, and if you're new to this channel, I'm Annie Little. I'm an ICF certified coach and a former lawyer. And I started this channel for lawyers who are looking for practical advice for how to land, lead, and succeed in the legal profession and beyond. All right, the first myth is that you need to stay in your job for at least 1 year before you can leave. All right, this is arguably the biggest myth in legal career land. And it's based on a fear of being labeled a job hopper. But it's just not the hard and fast rule that we tend to think it is, or maybe we even wish that it were, because at least it gives us some sort of guideline on when we should or shouldn't be looking to change jobs. But like I said, it's not true. And let's take one of my clients who is amazing, and she has had 7 jobs in 9 years. So not only has she left one job before the 1 year mark, she's left multiple jobs before the 1 year mark. Okay? 7 jobs, 9 years. I know we're lawyers, but you can still do the math on that. And she, with all of that experience, she was able to still land in her ideal job. So the key is being able to explain why you left that job or jobs before the 1 year mark, and how what you learned and the experience and skills that you gained in that experience is going to translate into immense value for this potential employer. All right. Big myth number 2, you are too old to make a career change, make a job change, okay? And listen, I hear this from people who fall into an age range anywhere from 35 to 55. So the whole being old age thing, it appears to be kind of relative. But this myth is fueled by a very real fear of age discrimination. And that's legit. Age discrimination is a true bias that exists. At the same time, as a lawyer, you have the benefit of your legal practice becoming better and better over time. You can think of yourself as a fine wine. Let's objectify yourself. And you know that as you age, you get better and better and better. And of course, there is an ultimate expiration date, but that expiration date is so much further out than you would ever expect. So when you feel like you're ready for a job change, or you're just considering a job change, I really want you to reframe all of your years of experience as an asset rather than a liability. And the third myth is what I call the first job myth. And what this myth is about is that your first job is what determines your entire career trajectory as a lawyer. Honestly, this is the myth that I despise the most. And as with many things, I blame this on the environment in law school and the toxic competitiveness that was foisted upon us. And the entire time we're there, we're getting this message that our first job out of law school is the most important one. And if you don't get the best possible job right after you graduate, your entire career is screwed. But that couldn't be further from the truth. While yes, there are some types of jobs that have, name recognition or just higher clout. If you clerk for the Supreme Court, I'll give that to you, okay? But that is not necessary for you to do the types of things you want to do in your legal career. The most important features about any job that you have are the skills and experience that you gain while you're there. That is what makes a lawyer, not working at some big name firm or organization or whatever, where arguably as a new associate, you're not even gaining much in the way of actual practical legal skills. And so what this comes down to ultimately is your ability to communicate the value of the skills and experience that you've gained from whatever jobs you've had in the past, and being able to communicate how valuable that is to future employers. And I want you to hear this. Your ability to do that and to make it easy for an employer to see you filling that role and being the best possible candidate in front of them, that is going to carry way more weight than any fancy name or job or whatever. And I get it, you're a lawyer, you may want more evidence than what I'm providing here, and you may want to know my sources, right? Like, how do I even know this is a thing? So, my main source of information comes from my experience coaching lawyers since 2012. So, I can tell you that based on what I've worked on my clients with and what clients are currently doing in my program, these myths are officially busted. And so if you want to see more of what that sort of process looks like, I've put a link in the description so you can go and check out my program. It's called Make Your Next Move, and you can see what goes on in there. And when you're feeling like you're ready to make your next career move, I would love to see you in my program.